Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy John Megacycle here. Dyson Sphere Program coming at you. This game is interesting. Really piqued my interest. I don't really know a ton about it other than the very basis of the game is we're going to be micromanaging resource production, allocation, collection, refining to hopefully build a Dyson Sphere. If you're unfamiliar what a Dyson Sphere is, it's a megastructure that goes around a sun and absorbs all the energy produced by the sun or a star via solar panels to generate unconceivable amounts of energy for other purposes. You could use it for interplanetary travel, to power entire planets. Like, this is limitless, or within reason limitless, but a boatload of very convenient, clean energy used by or generated by this Dyson Sphere. I was asked to do more gameplays where I don't know what I'm getting into. So I've done very minimal research on this game, other than I saw it in the store, I got a couple people recommending it for me, or to me, and I'm like, you know what? This looks like it'd be right up my alley. All too often, whenever I play a game, I know exactly how to play the game. Deadlock, Fragile Allegiance, Command & Conquer games, just so many titles I played. Factorio, Factory Town, there's just so many things I can say that I already know how to play the game. An old game, a new game, like if it's one of my favorites, I know I've beaten it to death, I know how to play it. This one, clean sweep. Absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I came in here, I set up the settings so the audio was turned down a little bit and the FPS was correct. That's it. So, welcome to my playthrough of Dyson Sphere Program. My name, again, John Megacycle. And I hope you enjoy the show, because I don't know what I'm doing. But this could be a lot of fun. New game. Gosh. Resources, stars. I'm not going to touch anything. Just start I don't know what's best. I don't know if we need a ton of black holes. I don't know if M-type stars make sense. I'm just going to hit start game. Yeah, no idea. The only thing I do know is this is kind of a mix between, like, Factorio and...
Welcome
oh my.
to the actual universe.
Hi.
You may find it's different from our homeland. Should you be able to adapt to the laws of physics in a short time, I am your advisor and will help you through this mission.
Awesome. We're getting close to that. That's dangerously close to a star. Anyway, it's a lot of resource collection, allocation, distribution, refining, fabrication, blah, 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 blah. That kind of stuff really gets me excited.
Everything here is yours. As one of Cosmo and the pioneer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will explore this cluster step by step. By using the resources here to construct the Dyson Sphere to provide energy for the center brain to maintain homeland, starting from scratch. I have chosen a designated planet for you to start the mission, which has necessary resources for initial development. Now please drive the space capsule to the planet.
Oh boy. This is just WASD? Does not seem to be. How... I mean, gravity or something is taking me. Yeah, W and S don't seem to be doing anything. Clicking doesn't seem to do anything. Space does... whoa, what? Okay, I'm gonna smash into this thing.
Reach the designated planet.
Yeah, you might want to take over, buddy. Okay. I guess I wanted to go that way. I don't know what's happening, but it is beautiful as hell. Put me down on that already. 10 out of 3, beautiful as hell. Ooh.
This is Icarus, a lightweight industrial mecha with powerful functionality. You can use the arrow keys or right-click on the destination to control its movement. In this mission, you will manipulate Icarus to travel beyond the stars and create miracles.
Ah, so whimsical. Okay, my little bumblebee buddy. Okay, movement.
Now try to recycle the space capsule. Right-click on it to recycle.
Okay. Got a very Planetary Annihilation feel to it already, which I like.
Use the same operation to collect resources, such as trees, gravel, etc. In the meantime, hold down Shift and right-click to give a series of commands.
Okay. Let's harvest some stuff.
You receive several items after recycling the space capsule. Click the inventory button in the lower right corner of the screen to open the cabin to view them.
Inventory. Where in the heck? I just hit E, which brought that up anyway. Mecha panel, statistics panel, tech tree, replicator, inventory. Okay, there it is. Cool. Okay, so I did that. What do you want me to do now? Take multiples of items, take items.
Hold down mouse middle button drag to rotate the angle of view, or slide the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Ooh, very crisp, very clean. I like that. Let's go harvest something else. Stone ore. Okay. Done with that. Did I do the tutorial? I guess let's just harvest a bunch of stuff while I'm waiting for him to tell me what the heck to do. New tutorial, G. I'm not reading all of that. I already know how to do that. Cool. Close, 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 close.
Yet you have not unlocked the construction menu, which will be done automatically when complete any technology research. Click the technology tree button at the bottom right of the screen to open the technology tree.
Okay.
And activate a research.
I'm liking this already. Dyson Sphere Program, main quest, electromagnetism. I'm going to assume this unlocks power plants. Data volume, 1200 hashes. Maxwell's equations, oh my gosh, this text is really hard to read. Poetically describe electricity and magnetism intertwining. With a deeper understanding, machines can be created for acquiring and using electrical energy with high efficiency. Holy buckets. Lack of research items. Brah, 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 brah. I need magnetic coils. Okay. And I guess I get to craft those through a replicator or something? You haven't told me to do that yet, so I don't know if I should be doing that yet. Let's just keep harvesting a couple of things. I'm sure I'll be able to automate all this rigmarole. Oh, holding shift actually stops the camera. That's cool. See, the camera's not shifting with Icarus. That's cool as beans. Okay, I'm gonna run out of power pretty soon here, which is not ideal. I did this right, didn't I? Lack of research items. Yeah, okay. So what do I need for this? Can I just do 10? Like that? Oh, okay. Very Factorio-ish. One thing requires another thing. You can handcraft things, or in this case, replicate them. Very cool. Yeah, let's just keep picking up more stuff. I don't really know the value of things. I don't know when it's like, oh man, I really need blah, 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 resource or research or whatever. Which is kind of the fun of playing a game without knowing everything.
Energy is required in all mecha activities. If it is depleted, the activities will be restricted. You can click the mecha panel button at the bottom right of the screen to open the mecha panel and resupply fuel into the fuel chamber.
Okay, so let's do what he said first. Fuel chamber.
You have created a mining machine to achieve ore collecting automation. Pick it up from the inventory, or select it on Gathering of Construction menu to build it.
Created a mining machine. Awesome. Okay.
You can use the R key to rotate the mining machine for covering more veins. The more veins covered, the faster the ores will be gathered. If you want to ignore grid snapping, try holding down the shift key.
Cool. Okay. So here's this. It needs power. Wind turbine, Tesla tower, power transmission facility. Okay. Let's just make this really simple, shall we?
One of your production facilities is not powered. You
Cool.
need to keep it within the power coverage area and supply it with power facilities in order to maintain its normal works. Wind turbine. You have established your first power grid. Not all power facilities has its power supply area. Use the Tesla tower to extend the area of the power grid.
That is crazy cool. Okay, well, let's just do what he says. Sure.
You have done building the first power transmission facility.
I've done
Tesla
building.
Tower. It can carry out short-distance wireless power transmission and expand the power supply area of the power grid.
Okay.
Click on it to view the current power grid information.
This all seems legit so far. Oh, wow. Dynamic day-night cycles? Awesome sauce. Okay. Yep, I already did that. Hello. Yes. Okay, so I can't really get ahead of the game. I have to let him finish his spiel and see what's what. Okay, so we have electromagnetism. It unlocked a couple of things. Can I craft those things now? Is it F for fabricator? Buildings. Yes, I sure can. Cool. Okay, I'd like to get a little bit more familiar with what all this does. What does this require? That requires the crystal or whatever this is. Iron ore. Okay, it looks like crystals to me, but that's fine. Iron ore, and the plate. So almost everything that I need to make right now is going to require some sort of iron ore. And then what do I need for this? That's copper. Copper. Okay, so I should probably find a copper vein or something similar soonish. I'll take your stuff. How do I do that? Oh, just like that. Cool. Very straightforward. I like that very, very much. Let's do a little more harvesting while I try to figure out what's next. Cool. Technology. Electromagnetic matrix. Unlocks... What is this? One of the 5 basic source codes that keep the center brain simulating. It's the foundation of all scientific and technological research. In a matrix lab, used to produce matrices and research technologies. The more the matrix labs, the faster the production and research speed. Cool. Automatic metallurgy. Smelting facility. Okay, that's important. I'd like that probably sooner rather than later. Basic logistics system, probably equally as important. Let's see, our conveyor belts. A sorter. Transport cargo from conveyor belts into facilities or between facilities. Can install filter to filter cargo. And storage. Cool. Yep, there's a lot of this stuff I'm gonna need. Basic assembly processes. Okay, I can figure out what that is. Fluid storage encapsulation. High efficiency plasma control. Is this better power transmitters or something? It's a material. Plasma exciter. Extract and refine crude oil. Okay. Wireless power tower. I like the name of that. Electromagnetic drive. Fundamental power system component can accelerate mechanical operation. Oof. Okay. Lots of good stuff here. These top 3 are probably my go-to. I guess let's do this one first. The electromagnetic matrix. I need 10 of this. I don't have any copper. Okay. So copper is the next thing I need to figure out. And it is dark as heck, my man. I'm just going to take that. Thank you kindly. While I'm waiting, let's build up 20 of these bad boys. I can only do 10 at a time. Oh. Okay, well, whatever. That'll get the ingots that I require for the circuit boards. Now, where in the world and what in the world even looks like copper? What are you? Stone ore? Stone ore, titanium ore, silicon ore. Okay. I don't know if I'm looking for an outcropping of resources or what exactly I'm even looking for. I don't care. I don't care, I don't care. Yep, we already did all that. I guess this titanium ore isn't bad for me to pick up. And since this isn't really a vein or anything, I guess I'm just clearing out garbage. Is there a way for me to see resources? That would be wonderful. Oh, all the construction stuff is just right down here. Nice. I like that. Just a little aimless at the moment. Just for giggles, did I get any amount of copper now? Did not. I have to find copper ore somewhere. I wish there was like a flight mode. F is just fabrication. Okay. Well, let's go take a walk, see what we find. Ooh, what's all this? Stone veins. Okay. Well, let's build something like that here. I think all this really needed... Oh, this needs circuits as well. But I don't even have any circuits, do I? Yeah, not enough items. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so what do we have? Stone. That's some more iron. Don't really care about those resources. Is this copper? More stone. This is literally just going to provide, yep, stone ore, which is interesting, but not what I need. More iron, more stone. I did notice there was an upgrade tab, so I'm really hoping what we'll find is something to increase the speed of my mecha. It'd be really funny if copper was something I had to mine or excavate from the... Ah! Is this... Yeah! Hot diggity! Okay. Now we talking. Now we talking something cool. Yes. So it won't fabricate it automatically, will it? Okay, okay, okay. I thought I'd give it a try. I need at least... 2 of those. What else do I need? 2 of the coils. Oh, it remembers that I wanted 10 of them. 2 gears. And 2 plates. Oh, I have a ton of plates. We're still crafting. Right? No, I'm missing something. 2 gears, 2 coils. Oh, you know what? Ha 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 ha. I haven't done any of this yet. There we go. Okay. Core energy is going to be depleted. It was C for my character. Just chuck us that in there for now. Fill it up. Fill it up to the top. I don't think I need wood for anything else right now. Not enough items still? Oh, we're still crafting? Oh, I have to produce it. Okay. Alright. I have to produce the darn thing. I was like, why in the heck is it just not placing? Yeah, just like Factorio, you have to build it. Okay, automatic metallurgy. Oh, also, it's been stealing some of the resources that I have, that I've had going on. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Stuff is making a lot of sense. Okay, so let's try to keep all the energy kind of in the same place, right? Okay, right. Not enough. Right, I have to actually make stuff. Let's make 4 of those. 2 more of those. I need more coils. Let's just get 8 of those going on. Whew, I do not want to be handcrafting all day, all night. And just click and drag? Kind of? Cool. Okay. We have power. 76.6% satisfaction. Okay. So I'm going to guess I need a little more power. Too close to another wind turbine. Okay, that makes sense. I can dig it. That makes sense. 100% satisfaction. Cool. It's wind power. So the thing is, it's going to be running all day, all night, as long as we have enough wind. It's not like solar where, let's just say, half of the day it's not running. Okay, I still need to fabricate more crap, and we are working on fabricating said crap. Cool. Good. Let's just do a little bit more idle mining while we're waiting for technology to finish and everything. I'm kind of the mind that I'd like to get all of the tech... Oh, I keep clicking that because that looks like a fabrication button to me. There are 10 of those. Let's see where we're at after that. I'm kind of the mind that I'd like to get a lot of this basic fabrication stuff research before I start building things. Cool. Smelter. Automatically smelt base materials such as iron and copper into ingots. Full automation. Use sorter to automatically put the ores on the belts and boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Okay, I would also love a basic logistics system. I need circuits and gears. Just fairly... Oh, that's the... Okay, this icon's changing based on what kind of research it is. That all makes a lot of sense. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, I was really hoping the similar recipes would kind of just stockpile on top of each other, but that's not at all the case. Cool. I'll take that. Okay, I can kind of interact. I wanna know how far I can interact. How far away from stuff I can interact with them. My gosh, my language is awful. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, and I need to fabricate me up a bunch of these bad boys. Give me 8. The game is clean, it's polished, it works well. I don't really have any complaints, especially for an early access game. Yeah. I'm standing by that. I like this. It's much crisper than some of the AAA titles I've really paid into that have had much greater development teams. I think this team that does this game is only like a handful of people. Again, just to reiterate, I've done minimal research on how any of this game works or functions or any of the background. Cool, basic logistics. Improve logistics. Let's stick with the basic stuff first. Okay, I also want basic assembly.
The sorter and the conveyor belt,
hi.
Which can achieve full automation now. Use the conveyor belt to transport the piled up ores from the mining machine, and the sorter can deliver the ores from the conveyor belt to the smelter for automatic smelting.
Automatic. I like that. I like that as a phrase. I say automatic, which maybe sounds like if I were to spell it A-U-T-A, automatic, but automatic. Okay, I don't care about research right now. I need belts, right? So I need a smelter to take the not enough items. Okay, right. Stone. I have a crap ton of that, don't I? Shift and control clicking does not add or reduce the quantity. Okay, so I have that. Buildings, I would like... Let's order a bunch. It's going to take a little bit for handcrafting, and that's okay. And while that's doing its thing, I'm going to go and keep on keeping on. Plenty of base materials here I can harvest just to keep my mecha busy, because just sitting in idle loses power. Game is cool. I don't know really what else to say. The only fear I really had might have been for some of the repetition. I have almost, what, 2,500 hours in Factorio or something? And mods have really helped Factorio be a much more longer lasting game for me. Really, the added content and everything really keeps the game alive. And I'm not saying that has to be the case with this one as well. But when it comes to Factorio, I'm almost at the point where it's like, vanilla Factorio's cool, but I get kind of bored. So, what I'm really hoping for this game is that there's enough randomness when you're generating a world, or maybe some enemies or something, or I don't know the direction. But if this is what this game is, I'm pretty darn happy with it. Not saying anything has to change at all. Just really just enjoying being, I guess, a visitor and just enjoying and seeing around as opposed to being an expert and knowing everything. Okay, I need some conveyors. Give me a bunch of that. What are we low on? Gears. Okay. I'm really hoping that I'm not going to have to automate, or I'm not going to have to handcraft too much more. But I do want to get some stuff going. Okay. Choose starting position.
Conveyor belt. All you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it. In addition, use the up arrow key to lift up one level, and use the down arrow key to drop down one level.
Oh, what?
Press keypad 0 to reset the construction height of the conveyor belt to the ground. If you don't want the conveyor belt to be attached to the building, you can try holding down the shift key.
Mind blown. Okay, my little droids. Very Planetary Annihilation Cybrin. They have the little buildy drones right off the gate. Okay, so I need a smelter. Awesome. I don't know if I need a space. I don't know how any of this works.
You built a smelter, which can smelt basic materials, such as iron ingots and copper ingots automatically. While you want to make the raw materials and products get in and out of it autonomously, you need to use sorters and conveyor belts.
Okay, so
the
that's...
sorter is a transportation connector of cargoes between facilities. It will automatically transport them as long as the supply facility and the receiving facility are bridged.
Okay, so I want something like this. Like this? Is that the deal? You're probably out of power. You have power. You have to set your recipe? Oh, select the recipe.
You have a building without recipe set. Please set the recipe you want. After selecting the recipe,
cool.
You can use the less than key to copy the recipe.
Okay.
And the greater
deconstruct that.
To paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Okay. So since
selecting the recipe, you can use the less than key to copy the recipe and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
This is too cool. Okay. I want more smelters, clearly, right? Okay. Let's see here. Power. Tesla Tower. Right there. What's our satisfaction? Kind of low, but I did have a couple more wind turbines. Cool. That takes care of that. Now, greater than, less than, right? Oh, cool. Oh my gosh. This is too good. I'm really enjoying this. This is too good. Okay, so from to easy peasy, right? It's not too hard. From to what's the problem? Oh, lack of item. Okay. Makes sense. I don't have iron. I don't have... Oh. Hello, autosave. Oh, I don't have any iron ore. Okay. Hi, hello. Yoink. Okay. Can I just make it now? Do I have to make the plates? I don't have to make the plates. Cool. I don't know. 6 of those. Oh, I'm out of power. What? What? Is stuff not connected? Oh, my stuff unconnected it? What happened here? No, it's all... Okay, more wind turbines, right? Okay, let's make a couple of these bad boys. So, make me 4 of them. Oh, I'll need some more Tesla towers as well. Sorry, I'm a little excited. Okay. Gonna take me a little while to get used to the controls. I've played games like Factorio, as I mentioned, Factory Town, Mindustry. Each of these games have a little bit of a variation as to how you do stuff, how things happen, and all that. So I'm a little... My muscle memory's kind of kicking in, and it's like, hey, why don't you do the thing? So like Q, like in Factorio speak, would select an item, and if I had a duplicate of it, I could paste more of it. Oh, are we still fabricating? Okay, I should just sit and wait for 2 seconds. Oh, excuse me. I almost had to sneeze for a second there. I was fighting it back. Okay, we're good. We're good. So I'm just going to take this puppy over here and just push out a little bit. The F keys. I never use the F keys, so what would it be? 1, F4? That's a little clunky in my opinion, but whatever. Okay, this should give us well more than enough power. So generation, consumption, discharge, and charge. I'm going to assume discharge and charge have something to do with like accumulators in Factorio or battery storage. I'm gonna guess that's what that's all about. Oh, sorry. Sneezes are great. You ever have those sneezes where it completely shuts down your body and you can't do anything except, well, sneeze? Yeah, super good stuff. Okay, we've got plenty of power now. It's very awkward power, but that's okay. Actually, I'm gonna do a little cleanup here. Save me a little bit of space, I guess. Plug that in. This can come over here. Cool. Give me a little more space in the iron ore. Okay, now, iron ore is going to be one of the key components, as it is in almost every one of these kinds of games. When it really comes down to it, iron is the foundation of all, like construction, materials, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to want to put some pretty strong emphasis on this thing. Emphasis. Emphasis. Can't talk at all. Yay! Let's see here. I don't have boards. I don't have iron. Right. Yoink. Yoink. Now I can make the thing? Now I can make the thing. Okay. I want 4 smelters, for sure. How many belts do I have? 31? 31, yeah. I'm gonna need more of these bad boys. Let's do another 6. Oh, let's do research. Oh, research, I guess, selected it automatically? I haven't really been paying attention, to be honest. Let's go ahead and craft up some more of these bad boys. How big is my production queue? Oh, I see a 6. Oh, no, that's quantity of what I ordered. Not necessarily how thick the thing is. Oh, core energy low. Please refuel. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Okay, let's go ahead and get some work done. Music is also absolutely beautiful. I should all be covered. I would like you to make me some iron ingots, and it's less than greater, greater, greater. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Really cute little automation thingies I got going on here. I'm super happy. Huh? That's all getting loaded up real nicely. Yeah, man, I don't use my F keys at all, so this is kind of weird that I have to use F keys. I'm complaining about literally nothing, to be clear. Drop, drop, drop. I like the little buildy drones. They're cute. Okay, so we have iron ingots. That's good. I'm also going to need other stuff like gears. So with that, I need my fabrication. We're working on the fabrication thing? Or what is it called? Assembly machine. Okay, we're working... Oh, actually, hold on. Upgrades. NQ. NQ, okay. More energy. Faster movement. Better capacity. More construction drones. More fuel power. Not sure what that means exactly. Construction drone light speed. Okay. Unlocks mecha flight. Solar sail life. Okay, I'm guessing solar sails just degrade after a while. Solar ray energy dissipation. No idea. Vertical construction. Cool. Sorter cargo stacking. Okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Vanes utilization. I don't have any of that. Why are you letting me queue that? That is way too expensive. Okay, Mecha Core. Let's queue that up. And let's get the rest of this stuff figured out. So, fabrication. I need more gears. I can't make gears because I don't have iron. Okay, can I pick up stuff off of the floor? Like, can I pick up these plates? Oh, you know what? I guess I could just grab it straight off of the machine. That's probably smarter anyway. Yeah, just make a bunch of that. Make a bunch of that. Cool. Get some of this research out of the way. I'm gonna grab another stack of that. Come over here, grab a stack of this, get some more research done. I'm very confident that I'm doing this all wrong or incredibly slow, but that's kind of the thing with learning a game straight from scratch, right? Matrix Lab requires a ton of crap to make things. Okay, we're just gonna let that sit. Okay, and that should finish off that research. Cool, basic assembly process. Thank you. That's exactly what I need to start pounding this crap into gears and stuff, yeah? That's the way I see it. Okay. So, similar to Factorio, I kind of want to build a little bit big. Let's see here. I'm kind of thinking something like this. Oh, what's the problem? Oh, I ain't got enough stuff. Okay. That's fine. That's fair. I need a bunch of this. So I'm kind of thinking I want like 2 belts worth of iron. Something like that.
You can now click the planet thumbnail button in the lower left corner of the screen, or press the M key to try the planet view mode.
Planet view, okay. Cool, more energy. Neat. Wow.
In planet view mode, you can hold down the middle mouse button drag, rotate the angle of view, and hold down the right mouse button. Drag to roll the angle of view. Press N key to point to the front to the North Pole. In the planet view mode, slide the mouse wheel to enter the star map mode.
Wow, okay. Oh my god, it just dawned on me how much work is gonna be happening. That's not a bad thing. Work ain't bad. You know, I can't even talk. Okay, can I go back to Icarus, please? Where the hell? Is it M again? Okay, it's M again to go back to the planet. Now, where am I? Oh, okay, just escape. Escape cleaned it all up. Cool, cool. Okay. Let's fabricate us some more. I don't have what? Electromagnets require... Do I not have a bunch of iron on me? Oh, I need the ore to make that. Okay. Well, whatever. Oh, actually, what the hell am I doing? Yoink. Thank you. I'm a big old doofus. Get me another 4 of those. I'm very confident our power production is going to be a little more strained. So I wonder what happens if a facility is doing work or a facility is not doing work. For example, for Factorio, facilities will require power whether or not they're doing something, but they'll require more power if they're doing something, if I understand that correctly. Hi. Boop, 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 boop. That is so cool. Okay. Alright, I don't have enough of those. Get me 10. Bunch of that, yeah. Now, do we have, like, splitters or anything? Nope. Okay, that's kind of not what I wanted to have happen. But does this work? Like, am I thinking of this right? Ah, cool. Okay. That's kind of like a splitter. That's kind of what I want. Hopefully it'll go both ways. I don't have any idea. Okay. I'm getting overwhelmed and I'm super excited, and you can probably hear it in my voice and whatever. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted to have happen, unfortunately. X. Nope. Yep. Better? Not better. Something's wrong. There we go. Oh, it had to reattach to the thing because it wasn't a straight line, maybe? Cool. So now I've got 2 lines of iron ingots ready to go. Awesome sauce. Let's pull that out a little bit more. Pull that out a little bit more. That doesn't need to be like that. And it does look like the things I deconstruct, the inventory does go right into my stash. So if there's something that is held on a conveyor belt or held into a smelter, it looks like it just gets kicked right into my inventory, which is great. We are running low on pow pow. Okay, I need more of this. Another 4 will do us fine. Oh, we should get back to research. Holy crap. I've been forgetting research. Megacore, too expensive. I don't even know what that is. I don't have steel yet. Don't know what that is. Oh, I do need lumber. Don't have that. What is this? Coal ore. Drive engine. Okay. Let's go back to our technologies. There's still a lot of level 1 stuff I want to knock out before we call this an episode, really. Okay, that all requires the blue cubes, which I'm not quite there yet. Blue cubes. Matrices. Electromagnetic matrix. Matrix. Okay. So I'm going to have to start swallowing the tougher, or the next level of the game, which is going to be actually getting these matrices figured out. What were the resources I needed? Oh. Well, that's not bad at all. Why was I scared about that? Yeah, this. Glass. Is that just stone? What is this? Stone ore. Okay. Smelted into glass. Cool. Easy peasy. Okay. That should help a bunch. Come on, my boys. Yes, I know I can build a matrix lab. Holy dingus. Settle down, mate. Not that far yet. Okay, let's do... Oh, 3F1. Right, I hit 3-1 because that's how my brain works, and it doesn't do what I want it to do because I'm dumb. I wish there was a way to just clear-cut some of these resources, just like a destruction drone or a construction drone or just something to just purge all this out. Give me a little bit of building room. Oh, so the drones have to come all the way back to me, pick up the stuff, go all the way back. Makes sense. Cool. I know I mentioned something earlier about replayability in terms of like similar games like Factorio where there's an enemy, but other games like Factory Town where there is not an enemy. There's something to be said about more calm games like this. This is definitely I don't know how else to say it other than I'm really enjoying myself, and I don't have to defend myself against biters or any sort of creature or anything. There was also another one, Fortress Craft Evolved, which was an interesting game, but the learning slope was a little too hard. I think the gameplay kind of faltered, because if you're not moving fast enough, you can just get immediately annihilated by the baddies. And in this case, there's no apparent baddies. Probably natural disasters like meteor storms or solar flares or other rigmarole I'm going to have to worry about. But I'm really enjoying this. Definitely would recommend this game as it stands so far. And actually, I have this reversed, which I don't like. So let's clean this up a little bit. I like the iron one better. I like the finished materials being on the outside. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'm still getting used to this camera. Oh, speaking of stuff, I am running low on energy. Nope, 3. I keep hitting 3-1. What I need to hit is 3F1. I'm just gonna keep doing that forever. Watch out as I keep doing this forever. Okay, so actually I want to get rid of that. I'll build it there instead. I want to see if this thing I'm thinking of will work. So I want a path like that, and I want a path like that, and I want that, and I want... That won't work. Yeah, I was really hoping what I could do was I could just get 2 of these. Nah, it's not gonna fly. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do this. No? Okay. There we go. So there's that. Yeah, something like that. And less, greater, greater, greater. Cheesy, cheesy grater. Huh? I'm a little clumsy with the belts. I like the grid, though. The grid is really solid. My word. I'm like a fat kid in a candy store. This is my jam. This is my kind of game. Oh, I'm out of stuff. Okay. What's our power looking like? Okay, so I'm just going to wait here and watch all of these smelters kind of flutter out. Like, I want all the line to be full up and produced. Full of product. And I want to see that consumption drop significantly. Because that'll tell me whether or not the machines have to be on all the time, or if they need to be running constantly, or if they kind of like have an idle consumption. Give me 10 more of those. Gonna need me a bunch of these bad boys. You. Okay. 3 and F4. It's just a little difficult for my hand to go that far for the F keys, but maybe I can rebind them or something. Okay, pop and pop. Not the most efficient way to get items split. I'm very confident. Oh, I'm hoping. Anyway, we'll get some sort of splitters or something eventually. Okay, let's check our power. Yep, I need these 2 factories to fill up. Here you go. Just take all the ore. Take all the ore. Speed this up a little bit. Can I fill your output with stuff? I can't manually put items in here. Okay. Is there a sort? Okay, checking power. Yeah, based on how it's fluctuating in the other factories, I'm sure are doing nothing. Well, they're doing a little bit of work. So there is an idle time for consumption. So throwing down a bunch of factories, if I don't have the power to maintain it, even if it's idling, might not be a great move. But I'm pretty happy with this. Let's call this our first session. We have power, we have iron refining, we have copper refining. I want to start automating gears and circuits and inserters or sorters or whatever the crap they're called in this game, and conveyor belts and just so much cool stuff. I'm really excited. So thank you very much for joining me. This is my first look at the Dyson Sphere project. My name's John Program. Dyson Sphere Program, my goodness. My name's John Megacycle, and I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.